New Year's Eve is just 5 days away, and if you're ready to celebrate, great. But if you haven't made any plans, well, there are still plenty of options. And here to help you out with 5 travel tips for New Year's and all of next year is CBS News travel editor Peter Greenberg. Great to have you with us. Happy almost New Year, Peter.
Happy almost New Year to you, yeah.
All right, so what's your number one tip? Picking a hotel.
Right. Well, first of all, with the exception of maybe hotels here at Times Square or in Miami Beach, there are a lot of local city hotels that are empty at New Year's Eve. They've got to serve their guests. They have empty rooms. Here's the deal. Do your New Year's Eve party there, invite all your friends, great discounted rooms, and then there are the value-added deals, right? Kids stay free, kids eat free, they throw in free parking, no designated driver needed because you're not going anywhere, and you'll have a great party without the craziness and the chaos of other New Year's celebrations.
Are you inviting us for a New Year's party?
My room.
Fantastic.
Which one is that?
But it's BYO.
Okay. What about affordable New Year's destinations?
Well, there are a lot of them. On the Florida Gulf Coast, I mean, you've got in Destin, you got one place called the Sterling Resorts, you get rooms as low as $109 a day. On the West Coast, out in California, Coronado, the Hotel del Coronado. Now, $300 a night through January 5th. But here's the cool thing. Remember we talked about value added? They're throwing in 2 free massages a day. Ice skating, they built an ice skating rink right there on the coast, and of course s'mores on the beach. You can't beat that.
I can get on board
An ice
with
skating
that.
rink in San Diego.
I know.
Good stuff.
I know.
Wow.
First you skate, then you get your massage.
And then, of course, there's Las Vegas. I mean, Las Vegas, it gets crazy at New Year's Eve, but there's a lot of available rooms. We found rooms as low as $40 a night. Not on the Strip. On the Strip, you can find them for about $150 a night at hotels like Circus. It's a great place to be for New Year's Eve. It's crazy, but it's great people watching.
Beyond New Year's Eve,
Yes.
for 2013, what are some unconventional destinations that might be more affordable?
Well, you have to back into this by looking at the Frequent Flyer Awards. And the Frequent Flyer Awards, right now, it's going to get worse and worse and worse in terms of redeeming them next year. But you can look 330 days out. Don't pick the places you've always wanted to go. Not Paris, not Hawaii, not Rome, because everybody's going to be competing for those. Instead, pick places you've just never been. And guess what? You can have a great time in Rochester, New York. You can have a great time in Beaumont, Texas.
Right.
You can have a great time in the Cook Islands as opposed to just Tahiti. And you know what? That's where the availability is going to be, but do it now. Because we have a lot of legacy airlines that are not around anymore, and more competition for fewer and fewer seats. Do it now.
Here, Rochester. Good reference there,
Did you like
Peter.
that?
You mentioned Paris, by the way. Jarvis is always jet-setting all over Europe. If
Right.
she's looking
Yeah.
for her next destination, where should she go in Europe?
Well, by train, and that's what you do. Eurail, we know about the Eurail pass.
You can sleep on it.
Exactly.
It's your hotel room for the night.
It is. But by by December 31st, book this deal. You got a global pass on Eurail that's good through the end of March, and it gives you access to 23 separate countries. And of course, you can sleep through all of them, you see.
That is a great, well, you can sleep. You don't have to sleep through the country. You just sleep on your way to the country.
Exactly.
You skip a night of paying for a hotel.
Yeah.
The best hotel deals for 2013.
Two great hotel deals. First of all, Hilton Worldwide, 40% off on weekend stays. You got to book by January 31st, and that's across all their brands. That's everything from the Waldorf Astoria here in New York and the Waldorf Astoria brand to the Hampton Inns. And the best deal of all is right here in New York. You've heard of Restaurant Week. It's what we call it the Dead Week, but they're now calling it Hotel Week from January 4th to the 20th. They have 26 different hotels here in New York offering deals as low as $100 a night, $200 a night, or $250 a night versus $500 and up for that period of time from January 4th to the 20th. You cannot beat that.
It's a
I
good
want to
deal.
travel.
I love traveling. Although, thinking about the trains, so
Yeah.
I was once on an overnight train in Europe.
Yes.
It literally shut down in the middle of the night.
Oh,
They
no.
came and knocked on my door, come out, 2 a.m. They kick us out in the middle of nowhere, and my friend and I are standing in the middle of
Well,
nowhere.
obviously you bought the wrong pass.
Between Prague and Budapest. They literally, the train started to take off, and we ran after the train and jumped
my
on.
goodness.
Well, the one thing you need to know about the
You
trains
raced
in
it
Europe,
like Superman.
this is not like Amtrak. The trains in Europe actually leave on time. So if you
They
get there at
do.
8:01, you've missed the train.
You must get there on time. I have learned that lesson the hard way as well.
You got it.
Thanks, Peter.
Peter Greenberg. Thanks, buddy. Happy New Year.
Same to you guys.